Hi, I'm Dee Jacob, President of the Shoreline Chamber of Commerce in Connecticut. I'm happy you've joined me today for a video from our Business Education series. Each video is designed to provide concise and useful how-tos in only a few minutes. Our subjects will range from business to individual know-hows. Now on to today's presentation.
Hi, this is Rob Dobuzinsky from the Branford Fire Department. I'm the Fire Marshal. Today I'm going to talk to you about some workplace safety tips. All right. So the first thing that we have is in the town of Branford, a service that we offer is the Branford Community Connect for businesses or residential. So for businesses, we're going to provide a QR code. You can scan that code, and that's going to talk you through a series of steps to sign up for Community Connect, where you can provide us with more detailed information about your business. You'd be able to provide emergency contact, anything special or particular to your place of business that you would want us to know if we were responding there. And that helps us get a jump on any information that we might need if we're going there. All right, and the other thing that we're going to touch on is fire extinguishers. So fire extinguishers, though they're not required by the fire code in existing businesses, we do recommend that you have some. For new businesses, they are required. And with that, we also recommend, obviously, that you get trained on how to use those fire extinguishers. There's various avenues that you can use for training. We like to give a little bit of training out in what we can say is you use the PASS mnemonic, which is pull, aim, squeeze, and sweep. So you're going to pull a pin on an extinguisher, you're going to aim the extinguisher at the base of the fire, then you're going to squeeze the extinguisher to discharge it, and you're going to sweep it back and forth again at the base of the fire. You would use those in a business if you had a small fire, such as something in a trash can or a small piece of electrical equipment that was on fire that you could easily put out. Still, we obviously want you to call 911 for us to come out and check that device out. All right, and then moving on, there's roughly $800 million in direct property damage a year in the United States from over 17,000 office and store fires. So office and store fires are a decent problem in the United States, a decent fire problem. So we need everybody's help to mitigate that problem. So employees, as you go around your businesses, you should eliminate anything that could be a fire hazard, all right, such as you check for damaged or overloaded electrical cords in office cubicles, in break rooms, things like that. So if anything is damaged or looks broken, bring it to either your manager's attention or mitigate that problem yourself by removing it. Keep anything that can burn away from any electrical equipment, anything that can get hot, any sort of a combustible, we don't want that near any of the equipment, all right? And then never leave any portable heating devices unattended. So we do recognize that in offices and in different occupancies, people are gonna have portable space heaters sometimes. Definitely do not leave those things unattended. You don't want to leave those plugged in overnight when no one's at the business. You want to unplug those and make them safe when everybody's gone, all right? And then you also want to know your company's fire safety and evacuation plan if you have one. If you don't have one, you want to work with your management to maybe develop one so that you have a meeting place outside of your business, so that there's some sort of order for if a fire alarm goes off or if there is an emergency in that building, where you're all going to go. All right? And then the employers, what they should do is prepare for emergencies, so they should have that plan in place, and they should practice that plan regularly with their employees. They should also make sure that all smoke alarms, fire sprinklers, any sort of a fire detection system, if your building is equipped with a fire alarm, all those devices have to be tested on a regular basis, where you would have a third party come in, a vendor that specifically tests fire alarms and test sprinklers. They would come in and they would perform those tests, those routine maintenance things that need to get done to ensure that the system is working properly. So that's a good thing for employers to do. All right, and then what they also have to do is post clear fire escape plans on all floors, as we talked about with the fire safety plan. If you have a building and it's multiple levels, make sure it's on everybody's floor in every office, area, conference room, meeting room, and it's clearly legible with an evacuation route so that people know the way out of the building. All right, and then you should, again, as an employer, practice these things with your employees and make sure it's communicated clearly to them. All right, and then if there is a fire, some of the things that we want you to do, the first thing is activate 911. All right, so that's really important because the faster that you get 911 going there, the faster, we're going to be there to mitigate the situation. All right, because these fires tend to grow exponentially as seconds pass. All right, so time is of the essence. You're also going to notify all your coworkers, and you can notify your coworkers in various different ways, by yelling to them if they're in close proximity, or if your building is equipped with a fire alarm, as you're exiting the building, if the fire alarm hasn't gone off and you know there's a fire in the building, you can pull the pull station, which is a little red device next to typically all exit doors. You'd pull that and it would activate the building's fire alarm, which the horns and strobes would go off in the building to alert everyone that there is something going on, and that's when they're going to have to exit the building. All right. We don't want you to use an elevator if your building is equipped with an elevator. We want you to take the stairs, and we don't want you to run down the stairs. We want you to walk, move with a purpose, but walk. Help other people if they're having difficulties to get them down the stairs. All right? And then if you cannot at all evacuate the area that has a fire, what we're going to say is close the door. All right? If you have to, maybe stuff a suit jacket or a jacket underneath the cracks of the door to prevent smoke from coming into your office, and get yourself to a window. All right? You're going to open that window, and when we get there from the fire department side, typically what we're going to do is take a 360-degree view of the building. So we're going to be looking at all the windows, doors, exits, and things like that. And if we see somebody that's hanging out of a window or has an open window and they're yelling for help, we're going to get a ladder up to that window so that we can get you out of the building faster. All right? So that's what we have for business fire safety in our community. And if you have any questions, we're going to tell you to reach out to either myself at the Branford Fire Department, again, Fire Marshal Rob Dobuzinsky. Our phone number is 203-488-7266, or to your local fire department. Thank you.